Good afternoon, folks. It's a wonderful Monday evening here on the Vengeful Sorrow YouTube channel. Hope you're having a wonderful day, and hope you continue to have a wonderful day. We're going to have ourselves another drink. Today's beverage of choice is going to be a Four Loco, because why not, right? It's going to get us a little buzzed. It's going to get us a little drunk, actually, in fact. Four Loco is a significant amount of alcohol, and we're going to be drinking this, hopefully getting some burps. It's not really too carbonated, but we're going to be playing some video games. Alright, so thanks for tuning in, and let's get started. It's been a long time since I had one of these. I couldn't tell you when, but go back in my YouTube history and search. Last time I made a video with one of these was last time I drank one, so let's oh god, it smells like cough syrup. Here we go. God, it tastes just like cough syrup too. But you know what? I don't know how many of y'all know this. Early on in my YouTube drinking career, I chugged a whole bottle of NyQuil. 12 ounces. That's the size of like a standard beer. And, oh man. I tripped hard on it, but that actually counts as drug abuse, according to YouTube, and the video was taken down. I have a copy saved on my computer. Unfortunately, I can't upload it because then it'll give me a strike on my channel, because it gave me a strike originally. But this tastes just like that, and I'm glad it's actually not, because that I actually had to go to the hospital from that, because I was afraid that I had what's the word? I forget the word. It's the where you turn yellow because your liver's damaged. I wasn't turning yellow, but I could feel it, like my liver hurt. And ever since that video, after I like take a few shots, my liver hurts. So that's why I don't drink as heavily as I used to. There's two things between that one, NyQuil incident, and another incident where I went to a New Year's Eve party, turning from 2012 to 2013, and I unload the trucks where I work, delivery trucks, and I had to work at 2 a.m., and I had some shots at like, it wasn't like shots, it was like mixed drinks, at like, I don't know, 11 o'clock, and I totally forgot that I worked, so I just kept drinking and drinking, and I blacked out, and I don't remember how much I had. I remember going back for another drink, though. I remember that specifically. Anyway, I didn't really plan on going to work because I wasn't conscious. I was like walking, but I wasn't conscious. Apparently I got violent at this party, and my friend brought me to work like that. Brought me to work, and I got in trouble. Okay, here's the thing that upset me. Yeah, I couldn't have worked. I was in no condition to work. Why was I brought to work? That's what upsets me. And I didn't get fired, but I got suspended for 3 weeks. So, little story for you. That's why since 2013, since 2012 really, I haven't made any major, huge drinking videos. I kind of learned my lesson between my liver hurting and the fact that I don't want to black out and apparently punch people. That's what I was doing. But a good old Four Loco ain't gonna hurt nothing. Oh. Oh. This thing's so friggin' big. I wish they sold Four Locos at like half the size, you know? This thing is fucking huge, man. Here's another little story for you. Four Locos and the I haven't seen one in a long time, but Colt 45 Blast, they both are 24 ounces at 12% alcohol by volume, right? So they're basically identical. They have all the same flavors. This one's fruit punch. I've seen watermelon, I've seen like peach and all that shit. So me and a friend from back in the day, from high school, you know, it wasn't back in high school because I didn't drink. I actually didn't drink, you know, until out of high school, but I only drank like twice. But after I turned 21, that's when I started really drinking. But me and a friend from high school and work, we would every couple weeks or whatever, you know, because we closed, we would, after work, it was like 11, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, we would drink one of these, or a Colt 45 Blast, whichever one, and subsequently take some more shots on top of it, and then like smoke a bunch of weed and just go fucking walking. There's this nature trail by my house. We would go out walking, and we called them adventures. Oh man, those were the days. Those were the days. We had this cow pasture right by the nature trail. Go out there picking shrooms. Oof. Fucking, oh man, like, remember this one time we were out in that field, and it was probably like a major spot because it's the only cow pasture in like a wide area. So a bunch of people probably went out there picking shrooms. But we saw this flashlight and these two people walking, and we booked it. Oh my god, dude. There's like barbed wire fences and everything. We rushed out of that fucking place. Oh, it's fucking, like, it scared the shit out of us. We thought it was the farmer because they saw our flashlights or something. It was probably other people picking shrooms. But oh man, and the reason we never went back, honestly, and it's not because we saw the people and got scared, because, you know, we could have just easily sneak in there at any time. The thing that terrified me to fucking death, terrified me to death, is those just ain't, you know, cows, heifers for, you know, producing milk. I don't know what they're for, but they had fucking bulls out there. And I'm not joking when I say the horns were like fucking 2 feet long. And like the fields we were going into, like, had those fucking cows in them. Like, it's not like they were separated. I was like, so it scared me to death that at any moment those cows could snap, charge us, and kill us. So I didn't go back. Oh, I was so fucking scared after that. I like kind of have, for a while I had like PTSD, you know, like flashbacks, like, oh man, I could have died at any moment. But luckily I'm still alive. Well, I guess for y'all, luckily I'm still alive. Unfortunately, I'm still alive because sometimes you go through moments where you hate your freaking life, and life would have been a lot simpler if I had just died then, to be honest. But that friend moved away, and he's visited a few times, but he's got his own life going now. So let me tell you about this time. I was playing. It was a bunch of us closing at work, right? And it was a Saturday night. We're like, let's fucking have a little get together, a drink party. So we all go to this guy's house. We drink a lot. We fucking play video games. It's a fantastic evening, right? So we're like watching kung fu movies, and we're playing fucking Grand Theft Auto and shit, and we're like shots, man. So so we're playing Grand Theft Auto, right? And this is a game I grew up on. You know, like I probably put like 500 hours into San Andreas, man. I fucking played that game like 3 times, almost to 100%. There was a few things I couldn't do, but I fucking loved that game. So that's the game we were playing, San Andreas. I was handed the controller, and I could not play. Like, dude, I can't play this shit. Like, I forgot how to play. That's how drunk we were. Okay, so me and this dude were going like shot for shot, and we're trying to like get drunker, right? So fucking I'm like, dude, I'll do 2 shots for every shot you do, because I just wanted to see him get drunker, right? So then he's like, okay, do the 2 shots. So I do the 2 shots, right? And then he's like, nah, man, I don't want to do no more shots, man. I don't want to do no more shots. I'm like, you fucking pansy ass bitch. I'll do 5 shots to every one of your shots. So he's like, okay, sure, go ahead. So I think I take 1 more shot, and my other friend cuts me off. He's like, that's a stupid fucking idea. He was still, he might have been drunk too, but he wasn't insane, where he at least had some common sense. He's like, don't fucking do that, you stupid fucking idiot. So I basically got cut off. And I think the next thing I remember after that is being escorted to the bathroom and puking in his toilet and fucking hugging the toilet, facing the bowl, sleeping on the bathroom. That's where I ended up spending the night. And that was fun. Really, no, it was fun, because those are the moments that you look back on your life and cherish. You had fun with your buddies. Man. I'm trying to think if I have any other stories. I got tons of stories, but I gotta think of them. Those are the 3 that just stood out to me. Let's see. Man, my saliva is getting so thick. So thick. I can't even talk right. I really can't think of anything right now. Anyway, I appreciate y'all listening to my stories. If you're still listening to this video, I'm sure y'all like to hear about it because it's funny, in my opinion. But, you know, I think there's a saying. If there's not a saying, I'm going to make it right now. The man is a fool who considers himself funny. It's upon others to judge if I'm funny. Quote, Vengeful Sorrow, 2016. It's going to be a quote that people live by for many generations. So what's going on after this? I'm going to be playing Demon Souls now. I know I'm very hypocritical because I said I was going to play, you know, whatever, this fucking that game and be like fucking recording it, streaming it. I said give me time. I just got this fucking itch to play Dark Souls after watching some footage. And I'm like, you know what? I'm playing Demon Souls. Let me go finish that game before I start like a Dark Souls or whatever. So I'm playing Demon Souls, and I loved the game when I was playing it initially. I had to stop because I fucking could not progress. I was in the fucking shrine of whatever, the fourth world on the second level, 4-2. I couldn't progress. And I figured out exactly what it was. I leveled up my character wrong. I like fucking put points into magic when I'm a fucking knight or warrior. You know, I put points into I put most of my points into vitality. So I had like this giant fucking health bar, right? Across the screen. But I fucking totally neglected my stamina bar. So I had this giant fucking health bar and this tiny fucking stamina bar. So you know what that means? You take 3 swings of your weapon and you're out of fucking stamina. And you know what that means? That means you can't block with your shield because in order to block, it requires stamina. So what I did was I probably spent about 25 hours grinding. I found a good grind location. It gives me like 12,000 souls every 5 minutes. I kind of did the math because I was like, I need to find the most efficient route to souls. So I found a good grind path, and I grinded. I fucking leveled up. I put all my points into stamina, and it's fucking amazing now because my stamina bar is almost as big as my health bar, which means I can block, I can take hits, I can fucking run, I can, you know, I can attack. I think that was the entire reason that I failed. And that's a good fucking point for playing Dark Souls, is you're probably going to want to put most of your points from the get-go into stamina, because you can have this tiny little health bar as long as you got stamina. And the reason being is because if you block, you're never going to actually take damage. You know? So it's a very long learning process with this type of game. Because how harsh it is, and it's the fact that you can die from the fucking basic enemy. If there's 2 of them and they initiate an attack on you in sequence, like, you're dead. At the beginning, at least, when you have this tiny little health bar. So that's a part of the learning process, and I am fucking loving Demon Souls right now. I know it's an old game, it's not, you know, part of the it's a Souls game, but it's not really Dark Souls, but it's an old game. It's the first one. I fucking love it. Since I returned, I've beaten, I think, 3 or 4 bosses. I'm not sure. But man, I'm like getting to the point where I can progress any single area, you know? Like previously, I was totally stuck at 2-2. I was totally stuck at 4-2. I was totally stuck at 3-1. For some reason, I couldn't progress. I think it was, I didn't know that, you know, magic is the key to that particular area. I was stuck at 1-3. I advanced all of it. And now I'm going to move on to the next higher level. And that's exciting for me because I was stuck and I was like, there's no way I can beat this game. Honestly, I really feel that, or I felt that what I feel now. I was like, I can do any game. It's like everybody, there are people out there who have skill to do anything. I can do anything. You know, I feel like I have that skill. I did not have the ability to fucking beat that game, Demon Souls, when I initially played it. It was too hard for me. I think I was just playing it as a fucking linear kind of game, kind of like a Call of Duty game, and I know that's a weird comparison, but you kind of play that game for whatever it gives you, and you got to play that. That's a straight kind of, that's a very linear game. You know, you are literally on rails. I mean, you can move around a room, but you're on rails. A Souls game, you got to be smart. You got to choose what to do, you know? And that was my problem initially. So, thanks for listening to my spiel on that. I'm having a good fucking time with this game, and I fucking love it. And I'm totally going to be playing Dark Souls after I beat Demon Souls. And I don't mean right after, because I actually got a list on my wall right here of games I want to be playing. I still got to play Mass Effect 3. I still got to play Far Cry 4. And then I can play Dark Souls. And I don't actually have to play them in that order. But and don't forget, I'm still playing Guitar Hero. And I want to play a few other games too on my list. But that's all future stuff. I gotta beat Demon Souls before I can do anything, right? So, got a couple more sips here. Objective complete. Man, that shit was awful. I'll be honest though, I probably started feeling it like 5 to 7 minutes into this video, or at least into drinking before Loco. As the sniffles come, saliva's already fucking thick as hell. Sniffles are coming. Man, I am feeling it. But I probably started feeling it about 5 to 7 minutes into the video. And once I started like feeling it, it didn't taste so bad. It wasn't so bad. So, like I said, objective complete. So, thank you for watching this 23. Probably by the time I actually hit end, it'll be a 24-minute video. It basically gave you some good, funny stories and gave you an update about what I'm doing. So, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate your viewership. I know I've got a few dedicated fans, and I appreciate all of you. I know I don't be as active on YouTube as I can be, as much as some of the other YouTubers, as much as I want to be, but I have this thing called ADHD, and I'm not diagnosed with it, but I know I have it. I do jump from thing to thing, as I told you when I said I had the plans to play. I was going to play Dead Space. I was going to play Dead Island. I was going to play Guitar Hero. I was going to play Grand Theft Auto. I was playing Demon Souls, Mass Effect, Far Cry. I was playing all that. I jumped from thing to thing. I really have trouble focusing with stuff. So, I appreciate your viewership. Well, anyway, thanks for watching, and goodbye.